Thank you, Jesse. Wosiam. My traditional name is Haikwacha. I'm named after my great-grandfather from Chiano, the Salmon people. I live in the village of Siosin, meaning the sounds the pebbles make when they're being washed up on our shores. It's a special place for our people. I come from a hereditary chief system in our community on the west coast, Vancouver Island. I come from the Salmon people on the Coast Salish, on the Northern Straits. They call it the Wanafuka Straits, but I don't know what that is. I'm also on my father's side, I am related to the whale hunters from Pachidat, the children of the sea foam, and we go through the lineage of Quisto, through their marriage back in the day where marriage kept the peace. I want to start off with this PowerPoint, and afterwards I have a few words to continue on with it. So harvesting the sun, the wind, and the waves, Canadian First Nations perspective, just a little bit about what's going on in our territory, our part of the world, in the Salish Sea. The Sauk Nation, our logo right there, it's prevalent with the West Coast. It's the time of the Great Flood. So our culture values lead the way to sustainability, alternative energy, food security, cultural renaissance, and you'll notice that economic development's number 4. That's the way our people wanted to do our projects in our territory. Stewardship, traditions, values, self-sufficiency. Now, respect for Mother Earth means a life footprint. Anything we do cannot harm the land. Consideration for the next 7 generations is we always look 100 years ahead. And again, it's focused on those children not born yet, and that's very important for us. We want to leave a legacy for those. Respecting knowledge keepers in our community is very important. As you know, and I've seen this in many communities, we're losing our knowledge keepers. So for us, we're on a fast pace to try and keep that knowledge within our community. And sharing knowledge amongst our people is so important, and it's part of the reason why I'm here. We are the First Nations of Canada. We are leading the way in slowing climate change. This is just a picture that was done in the local media. We did gain a lot of national attention from this, and we've had the opportunity of having visits from people from all over the world. The patient work of many years. Sioux Nation, we began our initiative for sustainable energy with the solar project, which started in 2010. We have learned much on our journey that we can share. And again, I need to re-emphasize that the project we did do was for our children. Next. This is our village right along Big River. Next. This is our administration hall, one of our buildings. It's totally self-sufficient, and if you look onto your left, you'll see a transformer. And it was funny because when we hooked up all our panels, BC Hydro didn't know how to hook it up. We had to get someone from California to come to our village and hook up our solar panels. That's kind of strange when you think about it. But anyway, I just wanted to maybe focus on that a little bit. It just shows where we are when it comes to solar and the technology. I do not walk alone. This is a place where we live, right on southern Vancouver Island, just out of Victoria. Next. And without the community, we can't do this. So the focus is on the community. It ain't on myself as a leader. Next. A demonstration of solar to displace diesel. Next. As you can see, there's a diesel genset there. There's our solar panels, and inside that steel box is a leaf battery. And we're doing some microgrid technology right now on this, and it's been quite successful. It's been demonstrated, and it passed with flying colors. Next. So when the sun shines, the diesel shuts off. When the clouds come by, the storage fills in. When it's dark, the diesel takes over. We can harvest the sun when it shines and the wind when it blows. Next. We do not all have equal access to reliable and affordable power source. We have work to do. Next. So many of the communities rely on diesel generations. Next. About 170 First Nations, about 200,000 people have to rely on diesel power with an unwanted poor carbon footprint. More than 40 cents per kilowatt hour is saved when we switch from diesel to green energy. Going green is good for the environment and good economics. How do we move forward? We can use this to lead. Sustainability is a First Nations tradition. Small communities mean smaller scale, affordable green alternative to diesel power. The economics are good. Our new federal government leadership wants to go green, wants to spend money on infrastructure, so what about developing affordable project designs and take them forward? Next. The sun works, so why wind and wave too? The sun does not always shine. Next. So we, as for Sauk and other First Nations, through training and partnership, we welcome you to visit us. And we always have the doors open for First Nations if you want to collaborate and learn together. So not so much, meaning all is one, the economics, 40 cents a kilowatt hour realized for each hour of diesel displacement by green energy, a chance to do something good for Mother Earth and First Nations people, environmentally and through an economic development project, green energy. And this is an opportunity for a participatory green energy partnership amongst First Nations. So please, if you like, let's talk and join us. We should all use the gifts that the Creator has given us to help us give up our addiction and dependency on fossil fuels, and return once again to using the power of the elements, the sun, wind, and sea. And I know I don't have any much time. I might have a minute. I just want to touch base a little bit on some other stuff we're doing. One is we are harvesting at this time 15,000 wasabi plants, and they've been successful for us. We are growing 4 million oysters in our basin. We're looking at wave technology, accumulated ocean energy, working with UVic on the West Coast Wave Initiative. And we worked with Timber West and EVP Renewables, which is a turbine company out of Dallas, Texas. We're looking at putting 100 wind turbines down the middle of Vancouver Island. And this is interesting, and I think this is a good place to talk about this, is they don't need the 100 turbines because they're building the Site C dam. And that's enough to make it go crazy. But anyway, I wanted to pass that along. If anybody wants to talk more about this, please come and see me. And I'm really glad to be on the list where we can network and communicate together. And the last thing I want to say to everyone here is in the next couple of months, I'm putting in 330 solar panels on my house with a wind turbine. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be doing it myself. I have some really good people working with me. And our electric car that we have in our community is powered by the sun. So again, I invite everyone to come out and see our community one day. It'd be great to see you all. So thank you. Haishka siya. Thank you.